Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Ang atong topic karon about sa compound interest. Compound interest, klase sa general mathematics sa mga grade 11 nga mga estudyante. So, kibaw na tag compound interest no kay before sa compound interest naghisgot na ta og mga definition of terms. So, mo na nga ang atong hisgutan karon unsaon pag solve sa mga problems about compound interest. So, nakoy situation dire. Kani si Ella o si Thelma. Mga amiga. So, nagisgot sila, nagplano sila o mag-negosyo ko na sila. So, mo nang sitwasyon. Ella and Thelma each invest 10,000 pesos for 2 years but under different schemes. So, meaning, silang duha nagplano nga mag-invest kung tag 10,000 pesos, no? Tag 10,000 pesos for 2 years, but lahi-lahi ang ilang paagi sa pagnegosyo, pagkwenta sa ilang kitaon. Karon, si Ila mo earn ko ng 50% of 10,000 the first year. So, sa primerong tuig, si Ila mo earn of 50% of 10,000, which is 5,000, then another 5,000 the second year. So, sa duha ka tuig, kada tuig mo earn si Ila og 50% sa iyang 10,000. So, first year, mo earn siya 5,000. Sa second year, mo earn po siya another 5,000. Ang kang Thelma, lahi po kang Thelma. Because Thelma earns 50% of 10,000 the first year. Pareha sa kang Ila, which is 5,000. But during the second year, Thelma earns 50% of the 10,000 and 50% of the 5,000 also. So, meaning, katong first nga nakita ni Thelma nga 5,000 sa first year, mukita na po to 50% sa second year. So, muna nga, lahi ni siya sa kang Ella, kang Ella, kada tuig, ang principal nga 10,000 maoray mo kita og 50%. Pero ang kang Thelma, ang iyang 5,000 nga na-earn from the first year, mukita na po og 50%. So meaning, the amount in the respective accounts after 2 years are, so sa kang Ella, kay first year niya nang kita man siya og 5,000. And sa second year hinkita na pud siya 5,000. I-add na to sa iyang capital nga 10,000. So nakita siya og 20,000. Whereas ang kang Thelma, gikan sa iyang 10,000, mo earn siya og 5,000 sa first year. But sa second year kay earn siya 5,000 sa iyang 10,000. And then sa iyang kita, interest for the first year nga 5,000, mukita na po siya og 50% adto, which is 2,500. So, si Thelma ning earn og 22,500. So, if we are going to compare that to, kinsa may dako og kita. Diba si Thelma, which is labaw siya og 2,500. Ngano man ning nahitabo man ni? It is because ang kang Ila, ang iyang kita, wa naman mo tubo. Whereas ang kang Thelma, ang iyang kita nga 5,000 sa first year, ning tubo pagkajud og 50% sa second year. So meaning, lahi ang ilang pamaagi because ang si Ella, yung gamit si Ella og compound, simple interest. Whereas si Telma, higamit og compound interest. So last time, nakamauna tao kung saan pagkwinta ang simple interest. Simply, multiply na nimo ang principal times rate times time. But karon atong i-learn, atong tunan kung saan nato pagkwinta ang compound interest nga mao'y gigamit ni Thelma. So this is our lesson. Maturity or future value and compound interest. Gusto na mo maminaw? Interesado na mo maminaw? Di ba? Ang saman. Padadyo na ni nato. Okay. So, mao ni ang formula sa pagpangita sa future value. So, ang future value F is equal to principal times quantity 1 plus the rate to the power of time. So our P is principal, F is the future value, R is the interest rate, and the term or time is the T in years. Again, in years. Sorry na ka sa example number 1. Example number 1. We are going to find the maturity and the compound interest if 10,000 pesos is compounded annually at a rate of 2% in 5 years. Again, we are going to find the maturity value and the compound interest if 10,000 pesos is compounded annually at an interest rate of 2% in 5 years. So from here, we can say that the given are, we have the principal of 10,000, the rate is 2%, or since it is 2%, para ma-eliminate na ito ang percent sign, we're going to divide the 2 by 100. So that is why we have here 0.02. And then the time is 5 years. And we are to find A, the maturity value F, and B, the compound interest. So, ang solution. So, first, diretso ra, no? So, F equals P times quantity 1 plus R to the power of T. So, kaya atong P kay 10,000 man, just replace the P with 10,000, 1, then the rate is 0.02 to the power of 5. In this case, we're going to use our calculator. Dapat it must be scientific calculator. Like this. Okay, pwede pag mo gamit mo calculator na scientific, then gamit mo og cellphone wherein amoy app nga calculator which is scientific. So first thing to do, so in this case, we have this 1, 10,000, 1 plus 0.2 to the power of 5. Okay. So first thing to do, input nimo ang 10,000. I-open parentheses, then 1 plus 0.02, then close parentheses. Klaro ba? Then press the kaning arrow padong babaw para na 10,000 plus 1.2 to the power of 5. So, double bracket. Okay. So, ang answer nimo is 11,040.81. So, mo ni yung answer. 11,040.81 for our future value. So next is mangita ta sa interest. So to find the interest, just simply subtract the future value minus the present value equals the interest. So we have here 11,040.81 minus 10,000. So therefore the interest is 1,040.81. So our final answer for example number 1, the future value is 11,040.81 and the compound interest is 1,040.81 pesos. Okay, that's all for example number 1. If you have some questions, you comment down. Just comment ha, comment down sa inyong mga pangutana sa mga example para matubag na later. Okay, let's proceed to example number 2. Find the maturity value and interest if 50,000 pesos is invested at 5% compounded annually for 8 years. So in this case, ang itatag maturity value wherein our principal is 50,000 pesos and the rate of interest is 5,000 compounded annually for 8 years. Okay, so given informations are we have 50,000 pesos as your principal, then the rate is 5%, which is you divide that to 100, so that is 0.05, then 8 years. We are going to find maturity value F and the compound interest I. So the solution for number 2 is F equals P quantity 1 plus R to the power of D. So replace the P with 50,000 plus 1 plus 0.05 to the power of 8. So, kuhaon ang calculator, just press 50,000 pesos, open parenthesis, 1 plus 0.05, then close parenthesis, exponent, so kanang murag arrow. Ibutang dali, sa inyo calculate katong arrowhead, pointing up to the power of 8. So therefore, the answer is 73,872.77. Naka-follow ba? After anak, we need to find the interest. So we have ato nakuha ganina, which is 73,872.77 minusan sa 50,000. So therefore, ang interest earned di ay for 8 years is 23,872.77. So we can conclude that the future value F is 73,872.77 and the compound interest is 23,872.77 pesos. Okay. Thank you. That's number 2 example. What about example number 3? Suppose your father deposited in your bank account 10,000 pesos at an annual interest rate of 0.5% compounded yearly when you graduated from kindergarten and did not get the amount until you finished grade 12. So how much will you have in your bank account after 12 years? Notice that in this case, after your graduation from kindergarten, your father deposited 10,000 pesos in your bank account wherein the rate is 0.5%. So, what to gilabtan for 12 years? So, pila man kunoy kwarta nimo after graduating grade 12. So, atong tanawon ha. So, we have, in that case, given is 10,000 because this is the amount ang gideposit sa imong father. So, ang rate is 0.5. So, i-divide mo by 100. So, that is why we have 0.005. And the time is 12 years. So, we need to find the maturity value after graduating grade 12 or after 12 years. So, ang solution nato here is F equals P quantity 1 plus R to the power of T. So 10,000 times quantity, copy 1, and the rate is replaced with 0.005, and the time is 12 years. So multiply nato ni using our calculator. That is why we have 10,616.78. Did you get the same answer? Okay. So therefore, we can conclude the amount will become 10,616.78 after 12 years. Diba? So, pwede di ay no? So, mag-deposit na karon og money and then ito sa bank, then makwinta din nato after how many years nato kuha ng money and mauna ni atong ma-earn. So, diba? Okay, so karon, what about kung, diba, we learned already how to compute the future value. So karon, ang atong pangitaon na po is how to compute if kahibaw na ta sa future value, pero ang atong pangitaon is the present or the principal amount nga atong gideposit if mauna ato target nga amount. Okay, so next na ito nga topic is principal or present value and compound interest. So in this case, we are expecting that in our example, the given are the future values. So using the formula we have kanina to find the future value, we have here F equals P quantity 1 plus R to the power of T. So because we are going to find the formula or derive a formula of getting the present value, so we use a symmetric property that P quantity 1 plus R to the power of T is equal to F. So in this case, we are going to divide both sides by the quantity 1 plus R to the power of T. So therefore, we can cancel the quantity 1 plus R to the power of T. And that is why we can arrive at the formula of P, which is F over 1 plus quantity R to the power of T, which is similar to F quantity 1 plus R to the power of negative T. So the exponent here, which is T, becomes negative because we are transferring or gipasaka na to sa numerator ang atong 1 plus R to the power of T para 1 na tayo denominator. Okay, so in this formula, P is still the principal or the present value, F is the future, R is the interest rate, and T is the term or time in years. Okay, so example. What is the present value of 50,000 pesos due in 7 years if money is worth 10% compounded annually? So in this case, we are going to find the present value wherein the 50,000 is the future value, 7 years is the time, and the 10% is the rate of interest. So we are given that 50,000 pesos as our F. The R is 10%, dividing this one by 100, so we have 0.1, and the time is 7 years. So to get the solution, we have a P equals f times quantity 1 plus r to the power of negative t. So therefore, we have 50,000 plus 1 plus 0.1 to the negative 7. So using again our calculator, so just press 50,000, then open parentheses, 1 plus 0.1, close parentheses, then use the arrowhead pointing upward, then open parentheses, negative, then 7, close parentheses, then press the equal sign. So therefore, the present value is 25,657.91. Okay, here comes the last example. How much money should a student place in a time deposit in a bank that pays 1.1% compounded annually so that he will have 200,000 pesos after 6 years? So in this case, ang student mag time deposit 1.1% compounded annually, wherein after 6 years, he will have 200,000 pesos. So, pila may ijang ibutang i-deposit nga amount. So, that is similar to finding the present value. So, in that problem, we'll learn that our future value is 200,000 pesos. The rate is 1.1%, or dividing this 1 by 100, so that's why we have 0.011, and the time is 6 years. Okay, so substituting the given into the formula, the values of f, r, and t, so that's why we have 200,000 times quantity 1 plus 0.011 to the power of negative 6. And using our calculator, so that's why we got 187,293.65. So therefore, we can conclude that the student should deposit 187,293.65 pesos in the bank in order to earn, or in order to have 200,000 pesos after 6 years. Okay, so that's all for today. So thank you so much for watching my video. Okay, if you liked it, please share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Share and subscribe. Okay, I am inviting you to watch my other videos if you want to learn more about general mathematics. God bless you all. Mao kini ang inyong inahan sa mathematics, Leia P. Caracal, signing off. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.